Hey Leo, EverlongMystic here. Happy birthday. So for this series, you're leading the pack here, and we're doing a wolf message. So I went ahead and just looked up some wolf symbolism so I can make a little spread. And let me just shuffle these real quick and we'll get started. All right. So we're going to look at 7 things. Try to make it a little like a W for wolf. All right. So the first thing was inspired by just Fenrir, the wolf Fenrir, because that wolf has like unlimited unlimited growth or unlimited strength. So this first placement is like an area where you have unlimited growth. Oh, nice. So it is in the fire category. We have the King of Wands. So let's see here. We'll get a couple clarifiers. It's really mastering your fire here. When it comes to, this is really like commanding a presence, Leo, when it comes to your interactions with others in like your day-to-day physical world. And I kind of like that for you. So here, another symbolism for wolf is just change. So here, this section here is a change that you know about. It's a known change that's happening. And we have the 6 of Cups. This is a change in how you look at the past, Leo. I want to say that you're able to see it more clear now as to what it actually was, as opposed to just the feeling of it. But it's also like there's this energy of just observation here in this card, where this raven is observing the bubbles of the past. And they're allowed to kind of dissipate if you want them to, you know? Not everything from the past is, you know, something you want to get rid of. Oh, cool. But it's like you can let things dissipate if you want them to make room for something new. And I think this may be something that you're trying to do right now. So here, we're continuing with change, but this position here is a change that you are not aware of. Oh, interesting. So we have the 5 of Coins, and you know, the 5 of Coins, that's kind of like being, you know, either not having enough money or not feeling worthy enough for something, or, you know, being down in the dumps kind of, but more like hardship wise, you know? And this, you see the petals are just falling here. It's like it's somehow the universe is helping like dissipate those feelings or those circumstances. And this is something that's kind of like changing under your nose. So it might be something gradual. I would think that because you do have this unlimited possibility of growth when it comes to your own fire here, Leo, that this, like you can, it's like you have the power to speed this up. just by actioning, you know. I want to say that there is something, like, we have the Daughter of Swords here, and so there's something to do with really fine-tuning your thought process when it comes to how you perceive lack in your life. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be coins, right? It's an energy of lack that is changing under your nose. You may not be aware of it, but you can tap into it and see, like, one of the ways to detect it, I want to say, would be to think about how you perceive lack. I'm just seeing this Daughter of Swords as a new perception. And so here, this position here is a sacred territory. It's a territory in your life. It doesn't have to be physical. That is just a sacred territory for you. Oh, well, that is really sweet of you, Leo. You have the Six of Coins, and this is, you know, it could be lending a helping hand, it could be charity, it could be, you know, reciprocity, giving, receiving, you know, that kind of energy. And I just feel like this is, but it's also like the energy of gift giving. And so you could be on either side of it, right? It could be something to do with like giving gifts or receiving gifts, but whatever it is, this is sacred territory for you. And I want to say the sacred territory is about what you decide to share and not share with others. Because again, we have you have this unlimited potential here with, you know, like with others, like connecting with others here, whether it's in a, you know, whether you're working together with someone or you're getting other people's opinions on something or what have you. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Let's get clarification on the sacred territory. I just feel like there's some value here. Like, you know, like having your own gifts valued, or your own opinions valued, or what you bring to the table being valued. But here it's like you're also valuing that in others. And when I say valuing it in others, I don't, or with others, in others, it's not a blanket like, oh, I value everything everyone says all the time ever. No, that's not it. It's you, like, you know what is valuable, you know? And so here we have the, let's see, what is this? The Eight of Swords. That's interesting. It's almost like you know when to kind of cut yourself loose here. It's like I'm just saying, like the butterfly closed up versus the butterfly open, and it's like it's weird. It's almost like saying here, like, you know when to shut your mouth, Leo. It's kind of funny. It's like, you know when you're supposed to be big and fabulous, and you know when you're supposed to be more reserved. Because sometimes, you know, you are in situations where, yeah, there's a lot of pokey things around you, and you don't quite need to open up so much because it may not be, you know, in your favor to do so. I just feel like your navigation skills are present, very present in your sacred territory here. Now here, this position here, like with wolves, they're very smart. They know when to fight and when to not fight, like when to avoid a fight. So this position here is kind of like a fight that you want to avoid, that would be smart to avoid. Ooh, what is this? So we have the Page of Wands. That's interesting. So a fight that you want to avoid is the Page of Wands. I kind of want to say that it's a fight with a Page of Wands, meaning someone who is a little bit fiery but is not very experienced. I don't think those kind of arguments or instigations or whatever are worth your time and effort, because your unlimited potential here involves like working together for, you know what I mean, like working in synchronicity, or what am I trying to say here? I can't think of the word. Working well with others. Playing nice in the sandbox, I guess. But working on something that produces something great, right? Not you don't have to entertain this flame. This is a fight that it's not worth your time. It's not worth your fire. You have much bigger, better things to work on with others than entertaining someone's premature fire. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think I need clarification on that. So let's see. Let's look at this one here. Now, one thing that wolves have is a very nice relationship with ravens. So this placement here, and I have my raven. This position here is kind of like either a message from or about your raven friend. Look at this. That's the exact card that I got when I did this for myself. Yay. So I love this because the Three of Coins is a card of friends getting together and enjoying themselves, and it's right by the raven. So this is like your raven friend, like it could be a spirit friend or just a friend that looks out for you in the spirit realm, but they are keeping an eye out for potential good relationships for you. It's like you know how the raven will follow certain animals and stop in the trees to show the wolves where to go to get their next meal. You know, because once the wolves are finished, then the ravens can come down and have their snack. It's like they work together, right? So it's like the spirit is trying to help you find good, like long-lasting, benefic relationships in your life here, which I think is pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. I don't really think I need clarification on that. So let's go over here to the last placement. And this is based on wolf symbolism. Sometimes the wolf can symbolize your intuition or your psychic abilities. And so, oh, look at you, Leo. You are on point. You have the King of Swords. Your intuition is very, very sharp. Your discernment is on point right now, and I really like that for you. And you can kind of see it with this. It's like, I don't see how something would have to be askew in your environment for you to participate in this fight that you need to avoid. Because again, you're like, trust your intuition here, because it's serving you very, very well. Let's just see if there's anything else we need to know for psychic abilities, intuition for Leo. All right, so this is the Son of Pentacles, and it's a card. I mean, it's like the what is it? The Knight of Pentacles. So it's kind of slow and steady wins the race here. There is, and I do like how the sword is kind of pointing in an upwards direction here. There is just continual progress. It's like it can get better and better, slowly get better and better and more fine-tuned and more fine-tuned. I like that. Because like not only do you have this as your kind of source of oh, what was I saying? Your limitless potential right here, but you also have like some on the side, right? Like your intuition also is it kind of grows at a slower rate than what you have here, but it's still growing on the side, right? So now we're just gonna get 2 oracle cards for just advice or anything else you need to know. All right, we'll get one Lafruma. Get a Lafruma for Leo. All right, so we have Swelginus showing up here, and I'm wondering if this is showing up for those of you, Leos, that because it's relating to this. It's like these are the things from the past that kind of suck you in and pull you down and weigh you down. And here it's like you've got this card here in the change that you're working on. So I want to say that this is kind of just reassurance that if you are working on like letting the past kind of like observing it instead of being stuck in it, you're headed in the right direction, right? To me this is like kind of confirmation and encouragement to keep going with this if that's something that you're working on. So now let's get an Alchemy of Astrology. This is a deck in progress. It is not a finished, it's not a finished product yet, but it has good stuff in it. All right, for Leo. Purify, I love it. Okay. So it's card 75, even though I think the numbers are going to change. But it's Purify, and it does mention the 10th house. And what is that? Is that the House of Fortune? Or maybe work, career, money, something like that. It's talking about polishing your image. Cosmic ambitions. Emotional divination. That is interesting. You have emotional divination, yet here with your kind of psychic abilities, intuition, we have this kind of really keen upwards momentum, right? Of your intuition being on point. So what I'm thinking here, and really it's just me thinking, is that it seems like you need to bring some water. I mean, it seems like a very watery card, like to bring some water into the mix. Let's just see. I mean, it mentions cardinal earth, so I don't know why I'm thinking water, but can we get clarification on the purify for Leo? What does Leo need to purify here? Because I feel like if it's solely just polishing your image, you got that in the bag. I mean, Leos are really good at that. But I think there's more. I think there's something something about that emotional divination. Wow, look at that. You have the Ace of Swords. And that is so, it seems like it's so much more powerful because it's right next to this psychic abilities, King of Swords. You have this total Ace of Swords, like kind of electrifying it, right? And then here it's like we have the Five of Swords, but in this, in this deck, to me, it's like seeing both sides of something. It could be about like polarity, duality, how something is one thing and another thing at the same time. And it's like kind of pinpointing where you are on the spectrum. That's interesting. I don't really know what that has to do with emotional divination, though. It's almost like it's almost like there is something to do with your thoughts here, where the more you think about something, the more it's like the more you think about something, the more the poles get further apart. To me, and to me, that would like actually cause confusion. And so if you get to the point where you're confused, that's where the emotional divination comes in, because it's not just thoughts, it's thoughts and feelings. It's thoughts and feelings. How does that feel? How does that feel? You're supposed to be bringing in some kind of like some more feelings into your divination here. And I know like a lot of times like when I do readings or when I'm divining or whatever, I will get like literal physical sensations to let me know if like something means, like if I let's say I pull a card and I know it can mean this, but it can also mean this. How do I know which one is right? Because I get a feeling. I get like a feeling, whether it's, like goosebumps going up my spine, or prickly heat or something. Like I get a feeling. And I think that it's almost like there's some kind of advice coming in for you to incorporate more feelings into your divination because they are just as powerful. Anyway, Leo, interesting. Okay, this is your wolf message. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you later. Bye, Leo.